Many husbands and fathers, like me, feel very keenly that we could do more, that we could be more for our wife and our children. We want to do better by them. And sometimes it's so hard to figure out how to do so. I think sometimes we miss a golden key. It's right here before our eyes. In any case, it's a great place to start. Dinner at home with them. You know, it's an amazing gift, almost a hint from nature, from a divine providence, that we need bodily to eat every day. So from time immemorial, coming together to eat is the most obvious, regular context to come together as human persons. In ancient Greek, Aristotle points out that the very word for those of one household was those who eat together, companions of the table. It's interesting. In a sense, what else is? How else could we characterize a household than as being that community that eats together every day? And that eating becomes a context for many of the most important aspects of their shared life. But in our time, if it's going to be that way, we're going to have to do something kind of special, something different, because there's so many forces at work, some obvious and tangible, others intangible. They're kind of pulling us away from this table. We're going to have to be intentional, and we're going to have to prioritize just to receive the gift of what it can be to be at this table together, having dinner every day. We can take a threefold approach, beginning with being present regularly and consistently. This is something that bears more consideration later. Right now, I just want to say this. I think we shouldn't give ourselves a bye. I think that we can tend to let ourselves a little bit too easily here. Well, we've got this we have to do, we have that we have to do. Sure enough. Are we really prioritizing and recognizing the real difference that it makes if we are reliably here with them? Second, take responsibility for manners. Manners, they're not peripheral. They're actually essential. Manners are key to making eating be the amazing human experience that it can be for us as a household community. By and large, they've been taken away from us. They've been ripped right out from underneath us. That's why someone is going to have to take the responsibility for recrafting them, for bringing them back to where they belong for the good of all of us. Third, take the lead in making good conversation happen. Again, there's so many factors, there's so many things that are taking away the contexts, our habits, and our ability for rich human conversation, that reality that's always at the heart of being human and of all of the most important relationships in life. Dinner at the table. This is where we first of all learn how to have conversation. So we can take responsibility for making it really be a space for that conversation to happen, to develop the habits of being able to do that now and into the future. If we do these things, what fruits might we reasonably expect? Well, first of all, our relationship with our children is going to get deeper simply by our being here. they're going to feel something very special by our prioritizing presence with them. And perhaps, especially later, simply when they look back, maybe even kind of unconsciously, they're going to feel, Dad was there. Dad was in my life. Secondly, our children are going to grow up knowing how to eat like humans. They're eating with manners. And eating like humans is very closely connected to acting like humans in so many other ways. Manners are kind of baseline for the great gift of culture. But even more, manners are the most straightforward way daily to be forming those dispositions we most want to be forming in our children, like generosity, other-centeredness, temperance, restraint, respect for elders. Our children are going to grow up knowing how to speak and knowing how to listen. They're going to know they have something to say. They're going to know they've got a lot to learn, to hear. They're going to have habits of rich conversation, which are the habits that are going to be at the center of all the most important relationships they ever have. Overall, our children are going to grow up knowing who they are because they're going to know they belong. They have a place. And they're going to take that with them in their heart, wherever they go, as long as they live. All this, if you and I prioritize dinner at home with them. Thank you for watching this LifeCraft video. Please visit life-craft.org for our Wednesday quotes, online courses, and other video reflections. Please like and share this video.